Probably because I don't like subwoofers.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
She
I
doesn't
don't
like
like the
anything that
noise.
makes noise.
Yeah.
You're peaceful.
That's the day when you want loud noise. This is a little tip. If you want to do the speakers really loud, just tell your spouse that they can go shopping or pedicure
Okay.
or spa, and then you can have the whole theater room to yourself to go as loud as you
So that's
like.
like a tip for my viewers, right?
Yes, a good tip. All right, so you've been back for like a week, right? And I've been hearing about MWAVE for 2 years, actually.
Yeah.
And your first year, it was a little bit smaller, and then
Sure.
this year, a little bit bigger. So you've been basically working 24/7 since you've come back on your, since you've come back, because you have a lot of videos to make. So, anyways, I just want to know maybe why would somebody want to go to MWAVE next year?
Okay. So the biggest thing to me is we're trying to create a community. A lot of times I go to trade shows and we go room to room. We hear some cool speakers, hear some cool, demos, but you kind of miss the connection with people. And so I'm trying to create an event where guys and ladies can come together to build some friendships, to have some really cool experiences, such as our experience rooms. A lot of people that I polled this year, about half of them at MWAVE had never heard a Dolby Atmos system. I also polled them again and asked, how many of you have never heard a system like a home theater outside of your own home theater? And about half did the same. And so we're trying to create these experiences that a lot of you guys have never had the opportunity to experience, but also in the same time build some relationships and friendships as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I've been hearing, for the past 2 years, you've been talking, you've been planning, and stressed a lot, about name tags and having enough, and being able to, you were busy this year, of course, and you're always wanting to make things better.
Yep.
So what are maybe some of your plans for next year?
So next year, the biggest challenges we had this year was our rooms were too big. A lot of the vendors, they don't need a massive 1,500 square foot space for their rooms, but some of them could utilize that. So we're trying to look at different spaces that will accommodate some smaller theater experiences, but then also something that's affordable. We've been looking at some hotels, and it's astronomical to rent out an entire hotel. So we're trying to find that balance there. So we're looking at a couple options there. We would also love to be able to have a place where, let's say we finish up with MWAVE at say 5 p.m. and people could go grab some dinner together. Again, just kind of cultivating that community, building the relationships. And if we were to do it in a hotel, I think that would be more conducive to that.
Yes, I know. And I know you were busy, like at the registration table was a big thing that you had told me. And so for next year, Rebecca, which is our daughter, and I said that we'd come help you out.
But what are your requirements?
And so since you're looking at hotels and stuff, Rebecca and I can help you at the registration table. And we just need a hotel, a gym, and a pool.
Oh, that's it?
Yes. And then we can take some of that, and that way you can go meet and interact with people, because I know you like to do that.
Absolutely.
And video. So since all I've been hearing about is MWAVE for the past forever, do you have a favorite memory?
You need to be part of that. So one of my favorite memories literally are just the people that have come up to me and shared their story. One was pretty cool this year. There was a gentleman that came up and he handed me an envelope. And in this envelope, on the outside, it said his name, and it said, "Do not open, only deliver to addressees." And I flip it over and it says, "To Michael, Ryan, Jonathan, and the rest of the MWAVE crew." I open it up and I start reading this thing, and I literally got choked up. And what the gist of it was his wife. She had written a letter to me saying, "Michael, he has given himself for the past 3 or 4 years meeting my needs, doing my honey-do list, and he's wanted to build this home theater for the past 2 years. And I need you and Ryan and everybody there to make sure that he pulls the trigger on moving forward with his dream of building this home theater." I just thought that was super cool, because sometimes we get caught up in the stuff, the speakers and projectors and all the equipment. But at the end of the day, I saw this beautiful picture of a great marriage, a wife that, or actually a husband that wanted to love his wife to the point that he was willing to put aside his wants and desires to meet hers, and she was wanting to do the same thing. So it was just really, really cool. I literally, as I'm reading it out loud, I got choked up.
Yep.
So it was really special, though.
Happy wife, happy life. So
Sure.
I guess he did really, he's a good husband to his wife, and then the wife is a good husband
Absolutely.
to her, whatever. Whatever I just said probably didn't make sense.
No,
but
you did.
That's good. Yeah. All right. Well, that sounds good. I know you probably don't like me. I have all these questions because all I ever hear about. So I thought
I didn't even know what this video was about, honestly. She's like, hey, let's go film a video. I got some stuff I want to talk about.
Oh, yeah. So he's been doing all this MWAVE, but and he's been traveling more, so I've been missing you for the whole week. And then you're going to go somewhere next week for Audio Advice.
Yep, Audio Advice
See,
Live.
I know all this stuff. I hear this. Audio Advice Live. He's going to do that next week.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, and but you do have something exciting because
Yeah.
I've been overhearing things like how you do the live stream on Sunday, and I hear a lot about speakers, like the names of speakers,
Yeah,
like
sure.
Clips or the Martin
they're
Logans,
out
there's
there.
Polk Audio.
Yep.
I know nobody likes Bose in this speaker world or whatever. You know, I know all about that.
Right.
But all different kinds of speakers.
Yeah.
But you told me a company was kind of a little interested in like a little sponsorship.
Yeah.
And I never heard of them.
Yeah.
Arendal?
Arendal.
Arendal.
Yeah.
So, and I've never heard their speakers either, but they did come to MWAVE.
Yep.
And
Well, they weren't there. They sent a couple of products. So we had one set up at some of the VIP's house. So they sent one to Jonathan. Because here's what happens on our podcast. Almost every week, you guys ask us, hey, how does the Arendal or Arendale 1723 compare to this KEF speaker? And we don't know. We've never heard them. So right before MWAVE, I reached out to him. I said, hey, look, we get this question asked all the time. Maybe you could send us maybe a pair of bookshelf speakers we could use in the comparison or set them up at Jonathan's house. And so they actually did. They sent us a pair of the Arendale 1723 monitors. So it's kind of a tall, big bookshelf speaker. So we had that set up for the VIPs. So when they came in, they could listen to that. And then later on, we went downstairs and listened to Jonathan's home theater. And then we also had a pair of them, and I think a subwoofer that they had sent. So we had that set up at MWAVE as well.
Okay.
So, and then I talked to them, and so they've actually become a channel sponsor. So super pumped about that.
See,
and
I thought that was exciting that he needed to share that news,
Yeah.
even though he's been busy
Yeah.
on the computer 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've been editing one video a day, every single day
I know.
since I got back from MWAVE.
Yeah.
So trying to get those out because I know when I get to Audio Advice Live, I've got a bunch of videos I'll be filming there. Got to do those. I've got other reviews. So I'm just like I'm in hustle mode right now, just
And
trying to
then
get everything done.
I can listen to those speakers too.
Yep. Yeah, but they're wanting to send me, I think, a whole system. So we'll be able to set that up in the living room or here in the theater room. And so you and I can come in here and just kind of experience that in our own home to see what they sound like. And but I've heard incredible things. I mean, a lot of my content creator friends have reviewed some of their products and speak very, very well of them. So I'm excited to kind of finally get them in to the home. I did review one of their subwoofers. So that was probably about maybe even 2 years ago, at least a year ago.
I don't remember that. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Probably because I don't like subwoofers.
no, you don't.
Yeah,
She
I
doesn't
don't
like
like the
anything that
noise.
makes noise.
Yeah.
You're peaceful.
That's the day when you want loud noise. This is a little tip. If you want to do the speakers really loud, just tell your spouse that they can go shopping or pedicure
Okay.
or spa, and then you can have the whole theater room to yourself to go as loud as you
So that's
want.
like a tip for my viewers, right?
Yes, a good tip. So if you want to play it really loud and you know your spouse doesn't like it loud.
Yeah,
so.
just give them a reason to go and enjoy
Yeah.
their time so you can enjoy your time.
Well, I'm excited about all your opportunities, all your traveling.
Yeah.
Even though I miss him, we don't party when he's gone.
Yeah.
We do miss you and wish you the best. But
And I
excited
got
about your
CEDIA
sponsorship.
coming up in a couple
yeah.
weeks. So.
Yeah. Hopefully we won't have a hurricane during CEDIA like we did last year.
Yeah, I had to
So-
leave a couple of days early. That was your idea. You're like, Michael, you might need to get on a plane early and get that scheduled. And sure enough, if I would not have scheduled it a day earlier, I wouldn't have made it to Cedia.
I know. Yeah.
So,
and he made it to Cedia, and I had no electricity for 4 days.
4 days, yeah.
Yeah. He came back, and we had electricity. It was great.
Yeah, I was FaceTime like, you okay? You're like, I'm totally fine. Don't worry about it. We're good.
Yeah.
God's going to watch over us. And he did. He took care of my family and provided for our needs. So it was awesome.
Yeah. Well, good luck.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So we got lots of stuff coming in the pipe. Like I said, I'll be heading to Audio Vice Live. We've got some Arendal speakers that are going to be coming, doing a lot of content on those and some reviews. And then Cedia right after that. So, and I'm leaving a lot.
Where are you going?
Remember I told you I'm going up to Scott Newby's to hear his
Oh,
setup?
my goodness. Wow.
So basically there's 5 trips in the past, 2 months?
Yeah. I hope I get a really nice spa gift package or something.
I
for
think
this.
I can hook you up. I'll do that. But it's one of those things that the good thing is it typically is just around this time. Like the rest of the year, I don't do much traveling. It's mainly those events, and they just kind of happen to be pretty much back to back to back. But it's great opportunities to meet brands, to meet you guys at these shows. I know a lot of you even mentioned last night during my Patreon Zoom that you were going to be attending Audio Vice Live, so I'm super excited to. Some of you I've already met at MWAVE, and then some of you I haven't had a chance to meet in person, so I look forward to doing that in just actually next week, not even a few weeks.
Yep.
Man, it's flying by so fast. All right, guys, have a great day. God bless. We'll catch you in the next video.
Next video. All right. There you
Oh, my gosh.
go. I don't know what we're doing.